Hi guys, Tonk here, bringing you the fourth Ask Tonk video in this series. Today's question comes from Ian Neville, and he says, if it were up to you, what new idea would you add to tank warfare in Battlefield 4? I think what I would like is maybe adding some diversity between the tanks that we have available. I mean, as of right now, all three of them behave the same, other than M1 Abrams having slower acceleration when compared to his Asian tank brothers. For the best example I can think of is if you would take a look at PlanetSide 2, where they also have three factions, so same as Battlefield 4, where the Terran Republic has the Prowler tank, which has two tank cannons, one having Mag Rider, which is really fast and agile, and so on. That game, in my opinion, did a nice job of adding difference between vehicles while not imbalancing and completely breaking the entire game. Maybe in Battlefield 4 we could have, let's say M1 Abrams have a bit more armor so that it takes one or two more shells to destroy in a tank fight, or having the T-90 being faster with more precise secondary weapons to deal infantry, or have Type 99 man battle tank so that it has more shells than the other two tanks but dealing a bit less damage. A lot can come in mind, yes, and there are a lot of ideas you can add, not only for tanks but for every other vehicle in the game. But you have to take into account that all the new things that would be added to a game, such as this for example, would need proper testing, balancing. You would have to take a look upon something like adding something like this from all the perspectives of the game, not only from tank wise. People from the infantry would have to also think about it. Would this be balanced? Basically, the developers would have to take a look from the perspective of everything in the game, and stuff like those take a lot of time to test. So what comes in my mind is this. In my opinion, for example, Battlefield 3 with its reactive armor system gave a nice tactical minigame into the tank fights, where you would turn your tank's reactive panels to absorb a hit. If you could master the reactive armor minigame, you could win a fight versus even up to two tanks, granted that you could maneuver in the same time. Having the little reactive minigame in Battlefield 3 even resulted in people playing 1v1 tank leagues in Battlefield 3, where basically experienced tank drivers would fight each other, and the one who could use reactive armor better, the one who could maneuver better, would win. And that's just not the case in Battlefield 4, for the reason that that thing was removed from its original function. Today it just blocks mobility hits, and not even that. I don't even use it, guys, you know me, I have the thermal camo. So I was thinking if we could maybe add this back to Battlefield 4. Why this? Because this was already tested. We already had this thing in a previous Battlefield title, so it's tested. I don't think a lot of people complain about it. Hell, I think like half of the people didn't even know how to use it properly. People did not know that you could even repair it, and small things like those. So if we would add something like this in Battlefield 4, we would have to remove active protection and maybe then just buff smoke and smokescreen. Because let me tell you how a tank fight looks in Battlefield 4. You see a tank, he sees you, you both do active protection, and then up from there it's all about who will either miss or who will land the notorious glitch shot, or who will run out of shells. And that is just so blunt and boring and dull. Like you get no satisfaction from killing a tank in Battlefield because it's just so retardedly stupid. And I think that that would. Well, I think it's a bit too late. The game is kind of old for it to add some Battlefield 3 reactive armor system into it now. Maybe for an upcoming title this would be a great idea to put, because it has been tested, as I said, and it would put this tactical feeling where you could win if you would learn something good. It wouldn't be a difference between tanks. All of them would have reactive armor, but the one who could use it better, who could turn it faster, or predict where the enemy would shoot. If he would shoot on the left, you would turn left and right. This would add a nice skillful way into the game to win. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye bye.